Bob Reardon. Bob, you just want to make sure you're on camera.
You want me to stand here?
Yeah, just
I
make
see.
sure you're on camera.
Okay, great. Good. Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning.
I know you'll tell me to yell if I need to yell,
Yep.
but right now I'm yelling.
Ethel Merman's voice.
I'm going to change it up a bit today. Today I'm going to talk about white privilege and the lives it's destroyed, but not by killing people, but rather by racist oppression. I'll also talk about the courageous survival of some people who pushed through racism and managed to come out the other side. Today's story is one that many of you may have heard because it's been told in many places, especially in the book Cast. It's about a then 10-year-old, Al Bright was his name, who in 1951 was the only black player on a Little League team in Youngstown, Ohio. The team won the city championship, and were all given trophies. And then they proceeded to City Park for a celebration and a pool party. And everyone went in, of course, and joined the party except for Al Bright, who was black and had to sit outside the fence and watch his teammates enjoy their party in the pool. Some of his teammates came out, brought him some food, spent a little time with him. Some parents were upset. They spoke to the pool management, who was resistant, but eventually they relented. And here's how they relented. They brought Al to the pool and put him in an inflatable raft. And one of the lifeguards got into the pool and pushed Al around the pool, admonishing him, whatever you do, don't put your hand into the water. This was after, by the way, clearing the pool of all white people. Then Al was led back outside the fence where the party continued. The story was told for the first time years later by a black person who was Al's friend but not on the team. And his name is Mel Watkins, who was an editor with the New York Times. You may have heard of him. He ends his story describing Al's 1 mile walk home in his baseball uniform by himself, carrying his trophy. And the last sentence of Mel Watkins' story is, Al Bright was never the same after that. I don't mind admitting to you that this story brought me to tears when I first read it. And it almost does again today. More than the brutal and tragic stories that we tell here every Sunday, I wondered why I was moved in this way by this story. I think the story brought home to me the difference between waking up in the morning with white skin or black skin. It brought home to me that the fence that kept Al out was the fence of white privilege, a polite name for racism. I came to realize potentially tragic and lifelong consequences of prejudice and humiliating discrimination, always there for the Al Brights of this world, but always absent in my own life as a white person. But finally, I also realized that I can't fix this problem by myself, but only if I can gain the trust of my black and brown brothers and sisters. But I was so haunted by Al's story that I needed to find out what happened to Al Bright. I had to find out if he was so depressed that he might end his life by himself. Did he join a gang? Did he commit crimes? Was he incarcerated? Or worst of all, did he suffer the ultimate atrocity of being shot and killed? But no, and wonderfully, Al Bright pushed through racism. In high school, he won a Junior Achieve Award and was sent on to a national conference where he gave a speech. The speech resulted in his meeting the CEO of a major corporation who convinced Al that instead of becoming the barber that Al intended, that he go to college.